Hi class, today we are going to be learning about the violin, and I have a friend that is going to teach us some things about the violin, and she's going to play for us. So let's meet my friend. This is Lexi.
Hi class!
And she is going to tell us some neat things that she's learned about the violin. But first, hey, can you tell us your name?
Yeah, I'm Lexi Osborne, and I've been playing the violin since I was in 6th grade. So it's been quite a while.
And did you learn from taking a class?
Yeah, I learned from being in the orchestra at school, and I also took a few private lessons for a little while. And then after that I kind of just taught myself, and I've just stuck with it.
Awesome.
So,
and do you really like playing the violin?
I love it. I think it is such a great instrument, and it's so pretty, and I just love music, so it's great.
Good. Can you tell us some parts of the violin?
Yeah, okay. So I'm just going to start at the top and go down. So that will be the easiest way. So this is a violin, and it is one of the string instruments that's often played in an orchestra, and it's the highest string instrument in pitch, which means it has like the highest notes. Up here on the top is the scroll, and it's really kind of cool when you look at it. It kind of curves around the wood. And then if you go down right here, these little black things are called the pegs, and what the pegs do are they hold the strings that you play. So the strings are wrapped around the pegs, and you can move them to change the pitch on the strings to make sure that they're in tune. And then if you go down, these are the strings right here, and then this is called the fingerboard, and it's kind of easy to remember because you put your fingers on it when you play. So these are the strings. The lowest string is called G, and then the next string is D, and then we have A and E. And also when you put your fingers on the strings, it makes different notes. It's pretty cool. Alright, and if you go down further, right here we have the bridge, and the bridge holds the strings in place. These little cute little designs here are called the F-holes. And if you look inside, you can see inside of the violin. So those are kind of cool. And if you look really closely, you can see how there's little sticks that hold up the violin right here. That's kind of hard to see. Alright, and then if you go down further, we have these little things right here. They are called the fine tuners. And so like I told you up here with the pegs, these help you tune the strings, and these help you tune even more specifically. It's pretty cool, so you can get the pitch just right. This little black thing right here you can move off the violin if you want to, but this is called a mute. And what it does is when you put it on the bridge, it makes it so that the strings are softer and not as loud as they usually would be. So that's a cool tool sometimes that we use when we play the violin. And then this piece right here, this long black piece, is called the tailpiece. And just kind of think of easy as the tail is at the end. So this is the tailpiece, and that's what holds the fine tuners and the string all together. Alright, and then right here, this little black kind of oval type shape is called the chin rest. And obviously it's for your chin to rest in. So when you play the violin, you rest your chin, kind of more like your jaw though, but just like that when you play. And then we also have this piece here on the back, and this you can also take off the violin, but most people that play the violin like to put one on. This is called a shoulder rest, and it helps the violin rest on your shoulder right here. So those are just some parts of the violin. Now when we play the violin, we also use this, which is called a bow. And so the bow helps us to make music. Without the bow, we can pluck the strings like I showed you earlier, but with the bow, we can make the notes sound like that. And most bows are usually brown or black. My bow is actually purple, and you can get bows in lots of different colors. I got it for purple just for fun one year as a present for Christmas, so that's kind of cool. And then right here, this right here is the hair of the bow, and this is usually made out of horsehair, and that's what, when it is played against the strings, makes the noise on the violin. So that's kind of cool that it's horsehair. And then down here, we have this little knob, and what this does is this tightens the hair or loosens it. So when you put away the bow when you're not playing, you loosen the hair. Because of temperatures, sometimes it can make it expand, and so you want to loosen it so that it doesn't expand too far and break. And if you also turn it like this, it makes the hair go tighter, and then you can play the violin. And when you play, you want about a pencil width in between this part of the bow and the hair. So that's about how far the distance should be. And then right down here we have this little circle, and I like this little guy because his name is the frog. So it's kind of cute. I think of like a little frog's eye when I see it. And when you hold the bow, you hold it like this. You put your thumb in between right here, and then these two fingers here, your index finger right here, and then your pinky finger kind of just rests on the top. So those are the parts of the violin and the bow.
Good. Thank you for sharing all those parts with us. And there are a lot of different parts to the violin, but when you play it all together, it sounds really pretty. So will you play a few songs for us?
Sure, I'd love to.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to start off with a song, and I'm going to play it one time through, and then I'm going to play it again, and the second time you guys can sing along if you want. So I think that would be kind of fun. And it's a song I know you all know, and you can either sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star or the ABCs. It's the same tune, actually. So I'm going to play it for you. The first time just listen, and then the second time you can sing along. Okay? So that's what the violin sounds like when you just listen to it. And now this time you can sing along to it also. So that is a really simple song. That's one of the first songs that I learned how to play when I learned to play the violin. You start off really simple, with a simple song, so long if you want, or whatever you want to do. But this is called An Irish Party in Third Class. So you can see that song is a little bit faster and a little bit harder to play. You have to keep going really fast. Your fingers have to move really fast, and so does your hand that holds the bow. So, like I said, when you start, you'll start with simple songs, and then eventually you can learn something like that, or even harder. There's lots of really great songs. And so, thanks for listening and enjoying the music, and I hope that you guys get to learn an instrument someday too, because I really love music, and I think it's really great when everyone gets to learn an instrument. So thanks for having me.
Yes, thank you, Lexi, for coming and showing us and teaching us about the violin. We loved it, and it was very great. Thank you.
You're welcome, and thanks for having me.
Bye.
All right, bye.